from the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel. This is a severe weather alert.
All right, it's just after 12:30 in the afternoon. I'm Fred Gossage along with Taylor Plott and Chase Wilson in the Tennessee Valley Weather Center. Just want to do a quick severe weather update. We already have ongoing warnings, and we have a new one in the viewing area. You can see severe thunderstorms clustered up across a large part now of the viewing area. The largest cluster of storms that were severe is in northwest Alabama and portions of Lauderdale, Colbert, Franklin, Lawrence, and a warning does clip Limestone counties. We also have severe thunderstorm warning in southeast Lawrence County, Tennessee, southwest Giles County, Tennessee. We'll take all of them one at a time, but we're doing an overview right now. Western portions of Wayne County, Tennessee, we have a severe thunderstorm warning. Taylor's already talked about those a few minutes ago. Those were the ones that we had before we went off air with the last update. The new warning we have is up here in northern Murray County, Tennessee. It also includes portions of Hickman County and Williamson County outside of our viewing area. But for our viewing area, it's far northern areas of Murray County, Tennessee. Does not include Columbia, does not include Spring Hill, does not include Mount Pleasant. It's the northern corner up here near Kinderhook and Bethel. That's a severe thunderstorm warning until 1:15. We'll take the radar a little bit tighter so we get smaller communities to pop up. There we go. Thank you, Taylor. You see the Natchez Trace Parkway running right up here. You have Tennessee 50 down to the south, Hampshire south of that. You have Santa Fe. Santa Fe, you're not even in the warning either. Theta is not in the warning. It's mainly only in the Kinderhook area and the Bethel area for the storms back off to the east of Centerville. These are moving east, northeast, all of them today at about 20, 25 miles an hour, something like that. We'll take that track and then extend it out about 45 to 60 minutes. We'll get some times of arrival here for this cluster of thunderstorms. It's moving through. Main threat is straight line winds of 60 miles an hour and quarter to half dollar size hail. Dogwood Flat 1241, Jones Valley 1251, Kinderhook 1259, Craigfield 105, Bethel 108, Smartin, Tennessee 113, Theta at 117. We'll get that new warning, whatever it is, in just a minute. Fairview 119, Boston 120, and Jameson coming up at 123. That's that storm right there. We have a new severe thunderstorm warning until 1:15 for western areas of Murray County and for a large part of Lewis County for storms back to the east of Hohenwald from near the Napier-Naco area up to the south side of Hohenwald up to the Gordonsburg and the Ethra areas. This does include Mount Pleasant and Sandy Hook, but it does not include Poplar Top. It does include Hampshire. It does not yet include Columbia, but as the storms move eastward, severe thunderstorm warnings could be pushed over there. So we'll do a track like that because I think that's the main storm they're warning for, and we'll do 60 minutes on that as well. This will also clip the northern side of Summertown, especially the part that folks call Summertown that's on the Lewis side of the line and on the Murray side of the line. It may stay just north of the Lawrence County part of Summertown, but it's going to be close. So, but even lightning and heavy rain, you want to be inside away from windows. Naco and Napier 1240, Summertown 1 o'clock, Bachelder at 101, Ethra 102, Hampshire 108, Sandy Hook 109, Mount Pleasant 114, Enterprise 117, Arkland 126, Gibsonville and Poplar Top at 127, Broadview 128, Gant 128, and Bigbyville, Tennessee at 130. Again, main concern, quarter-size hail, and the potential, not a guarantee, the potential for damaging straight-line winds of up to 60 to 65 miles an hour. So now that we've covered the new warnings, we'll just work down the line and cover the warnings that we've already had. Severe thunderstorm warning over into Wayne County, Tennessee. This is going to run for just under 10 more minutes. This is going to be until 12:45, so we'll center up into Wayne County, Tennessee. And we'll keep it on OHX radar for right here. Zoom in a little bit tighter. Cluster of strong thunderstorms here with quarter-size hail and 60-mile-per-hour wind gust potential. You see the little Boeing shape to the line. I'd say this is moving about 20 to 25 miles an hour as well. It's starting to get into Waynesboro now. Let's go ahead and just do a squall track on the leading edge and carry it east-northeast to about 25 because that's going to catch more of the overall storm. There we go. And then you may have to do the show range down to about 19 or 20.
It's at 20 now.
Okay.
There we go.
All right, so Wayne's, it's rural out there between Waynesboro and the Lawrence County line. So Waynesboro 1247, Mount Hope 1253, Granny Scott Hollow 105, Murphy Hollow at 112, Highland, Tennessee at 116. The reason why the storm track at 45 to 60 minutes doesn't push way over in the Lawrence County is these are moving really slow. This isn't like a March or early April system where you have strong jet stream dynamics and storms are racing at 50, 60 miles an hour, which is why we're not concerned about tornadoes today. We don't have the wind dynamics for that. This is more like a summertime situation where things are driven just by the instability and the heat of the day. So storms are moving slower today. That's the situation in Wayne County, Tennessee. We'll go over into southeastern areas of Lawrence County, southwest Giles, and storms are heavy here from Pulaski and Bodenham, back through the Fall River area, back to Union Hill, 5 Points, Bonnertown, moving into Minor Hill. Let's take the Minor Hill Skycam and see what things look like now. Internet's a little intermittent there, so I can't guarantee it's going to be on. Yeah, it's the last one down. We'll just take an overall view here and see what we have. And we have our lowered base here of the storms coming in. Rain starting to pick up. I don't see trees moving a whole lot, so we'll go back to radar. All right, so heaviest cluster of thunderstorms from Minor Hill back to the 5 Points, Bonnertown, Union Hill area. It's just to the east of Loretto, just to the east of St. Joe. Now it's off to the southeast of Lawrenceburg, and these are shifting off to the northeast as well, but about 20 to 25 miles an hour. It's going to be easier instead of times of arrival here because there's already rain and thunder ahead of it. We're just going to call the communities. We have Minor Hill, Stella, Prospect, Elkton, Ardmore is going to have to watch out for this. Now, these areas of eastern Giles County, not in a severe thunderstorm warning yet, but down the line over the next 30, 45, 60 minutes, the stronger thunderstorms might get into your area up toward Crescent View, the Ammotown area, Pulaski, and then over toward Beach Hill, Frank Ewing, and the Bunker Hill area. That's the portion of Giles County back in the far eastern areas of Lawrence County, Tennessee that we're watching. We'll slide down to northwest Alabama where we have active severe thunderstorm warnings for a large part of northwest Alabama to 115, and this is GWX radar, right?
Yes, I switched over there.
So we have everything clustered up here. I think the most concerning storm I have is the one between Russellville and Phil Campbell, so we'll look at that first, and then we'll look at the rest of the cluster. These are the ones that look a little stronger here, with a potential for quarter to half dollar size hail, in addition to 60 to 65 mile per hour winds. Can't really give you times of arrival because it's already on top of you now, but the heaviest activity is just on the north side of Phil Campbell, Carroll Crossroads up to Oak Grove, Waco, the east side of Isabel, Spruce Pine, and Russellville, back through Bethsaida, through Newburgh. That's headed over toward Flat Rock, Mount Hope, and Landersville over the next few minutes, and the polygon does go as far east as Moulton. I think within the next 15, 20 minutes, you're going to have heavier thunderstorms moving into your area as well. So now we'll push back up into Colbert and Lauderdale counties and look at some of these other thunderstorms. And again, it's hard to give you times of arrival because they're already overhead. Taylor and Chase were giving times of arrival for these back on the previous live update we had between 12 and 12:20. This is just a status update right now. Heaviest thunderstorms extend from the east side of Florence and the east side of Muscle Shoals through about Alabama Shores and Nitrate City, down through the Leeton and White Oak community area, down to Old Bethel and Neesmith. Again, these are drifting off to the north-northeast at about 20 to 25 miles an hour. We have other strong thunderstorms in the west part of Lauderdale County that we'll go look at.
New warning for Lawrence, Lewis, and Wayne until
Okay,
1:15.
we'll look at that here next. We'll zoom back in and tighter and look at our community. Strong thunderstorms out here near the Cloverdale and Central Heights area. Again, these are all lifting up to the north-northeast at about 20 miles an hour. So we'll look at this new warning.
A quick note,
Okay.
this does have a considerable tag on it, held up to about ping pong ball size, 1.75 inches.
All right, so this is going to be for Lewis, Lawrence, and Wayne County. So that's going to be northwest of Lawrenceburg.
Yes,
There we go.
this one, there it is.
And I see why. So this storm is strengthened here quickly. Now this is the GWX radar. This is looking in the mid-levels. But for hail, that may be a good thing to look at because we're seeing what's inside the mid-levels of the storm that will eventually fall out. And you can see here on the Barron button, that's indicating 2+ inch hail right there. That's crossing just near or north of Collinwood. Going to be crossing Tennessee Highway 13 between Waynesboro and Collinwood, and then crossing the Trace about the same place, skirting places like Granny Scott Hollow over toward Ovilla here. Severe thunderstorm warning does include places like Pea Ridge now, the west side of Lawrenceburg, Deerfield, Ovilla, up to Center, Henryville, and just to the west of Summertown. That's a new severe thunderstorm warning for northeastern portions of Wayne County, Tennessee, northwestern portions of Lawrence County, Tennessee, and southern portions of Lewis County, Tennessee. That's going to run until 1:15. Now, I want to make clear, all of these are severe thunderstorm warnings. None of these are tornado warnings. We're not really concerned about tornado situations, even when we have a more cellular storm like that. Conditions just aren't set up for tornadoes today. It doesn't mean we can't get one, and there's mid and upper level storm rotation, but things just aren't showing strong signs of rotation in the lower levels.
Matter of fact, Fred, I think that actually might be downburst signature.
Okay.
That looks right in where the hail core is at
that
almost.
That is cyclonic, so that's your mid-level mesocyclone, but you're also looking 7,000, 8,000, 9,000 feet above ground. So let's go to the live radar. So we're looking lower. And this is not because I'm expecting a low-level rotation. This is just to show that there's not. We'll go to velocity, see if we can make out anything, but things are noisy. And there is some attenuation here, but I don't really see anything that looks like low-level rotation. I see pockets of stronger winds here, but I don't see anything that really stands out as tight tornadic rotation. So again, main thing to be concerned with is, that's broad, weak, we'll watch it, but nothing to concern about a tornado. So that's the situation there. The main concern, ping pong ball to golf ball size hail with the storm. We can go back to the next rad. And GWX had a good look at that, or there we go, either which one. That's going to be on the south side of Waynesboro, coming off to the east-northeast. That's going to be headed up toward Highland and Ovilla, Deerfield, Center, Pea Ridge, and if it holds together, that may be a problem for Lawrenceburg proper and Etheridge proper within about 30, 45 minutes. We'll watch that carefully. Again, that's a new severe thunderstorm warning there until 1:15. Also for western and northwestern Lawrence County, Tennessee, southern Lewis County, Tennessee, and also for northeastern areas of Wayne County, Tennessee. Let's go to the watch warning map that we have, and we'll just overview everything before we end the live stream. And we'll be back at 1 o'clock with another update. Several severe thunderstorm warnings in effect here for a large part of north central Wayne County, Tennessee, northwestern Lawrence County, Tennessee, southeastern Lawrence County, Tennessee, southwest Giles County, Tennessee, eastern Lewis County, Tennessee, western and northern Murray County, Tennessee, and then a large part of Franklin, Colbert, Lauderdale counties in North Alabama, southwest Limestone County, Alabama, northern and western Lawrence County in Alabama. Severe thunderstorm watch for everybody in the viewing area except for Morgan County, Alabama. That's going to run until 5 o'clock. It may need to be extended a few hours into the evening, and I think as storms get a little farther east, Morgan County and other counties in northern Alabama will be added to the severe thunderstorm watch. We'll continue to watch things carefully through the afternoon. Next live update will be at 1 o'clock, but we'll come back sooner if necessary. For Taylor Plott, Chase Wilson, and Sam Camp, I'm Fred Gossage, live from the Tennessee Valley Weather Center. Stay with Tennessee Valley Weather. We'll keep you advised.
You're watching the